2025 for this channel was the best since 2020, and for my work in game development, the best ever. We've had some twists and turns, some surprises, and a generally drama-free year for once. We gotta start with the big thing, the release of a new Doom. Somehow I was able to put 80 hours into it in 10 days, playing it early and getting a 1-hour review out on launch day. How the hell did I do that? Doom consumed my life for 4 months. I've put over 500 hours into it now. I did so many videos all the way from January to August. Fun live streams, it ruined my diet. It was a good time. As I expected, it ended up not being a long-term content source like Eternal was, because Eternal was a special kind of replayable game, at a different point of my life and my career. It sure was an awesome summer though. I got to do that interview with the Act Man, which was a real joy. I got to help with some bug reporting for id Software. They sent me this awesome helmet and statue. I'm a happy Doomer for sure. Shockingly, the Doom videos were not the highest performing of the year. Out of nowhere, my video on The Last Flight, my favorite episode of the Twilight Zone, blew up and is currently coming up on 500,000 views. Sadly, it was struck for copyright infringement by Paramount. I guess they need the money. So I lost a good amount of cash on that one. But the silver lining is that it caused a big bump in my other Twilight Zone material, namely the big 3-hour review of Season 1. I'm very happy about that. The 2 big season reviews were my most ambitious projects I've ever done, and I had no idea if anyone would even care. So yeah, good news there. My favorite video of the year is one of the earliest, on how the Ghost in the Shell live-action remake massively stole from RoboCop. It hasn't performed as I'd like it to, but it's slowly growing. I also covered Predator Killer of Killers, and that was fun. The work involved in making those Twilight Zone videos is why I took a break from the Mayo Movie Club episodes. I'd like to get back into it, but for now I hope you've enjoyed the more focused media pieces. 2025 was also the year that saw me significantly step up my work in the game development space. Months of my life were consumed by playtesting and collaborating on the gameplay of Total Chaos, as well as the upcoming game Rising Heat. The footage that you're seeing in the background right now is of a new level in Rising Heat. I think the game is turning out really well, so if you want to support a good game, you want to support what I'm doing, wishlist now on Steam. And it's truly one of the highest honors of my life to be there in the credits of a game as a new original song from Akira Yamaoka plays. I still can't believe it. I also scored testing credits in my first survival horror title. 2 actually, The Mute House and Heartworm, where I was able to play the games before launch and get crucial feedback to the directors. I got brought on to consult on Horde Lord while it was in beta. I got to have a call with the studio behind Stick It to the Stickman about my notes. And the game Wizardom finally came out, where I personally designed how the real-time spell system works, amongst other things. I'm extremely proud of my growth in this area, and I hope it gets even better. The only downside to having so much development work is that it's hard to pump out 2 videos a week like I used to. I've had to cut that down to 1 per week, sometimes even 2 weeks. But not always. During the Doom months, I hit 2 or even 3 per week. It really depends on what there is to talk about. There has been a slowing in the production though. And really, when you playtest and consult on games for 80 hours of the month, and you spend 25 hours a week making a YouTube video on a video game, it leaves you not really wanting to play more video games in your free time. So my streaming hours have just bottomed out. I've lost most of my Twitch subscribers, and I can't blame them for going. I don't stream like I used to, and I don't boot up a game just for fun so much these days. I'd rather go out for a beer or watch a movie in bed or whatever. Sometimes it feels like I'm just playing games to talk about them, because I frequently just move on. That's why I really value the games that get me hooked. Chronos the New Dawn, Doom the Dark Ages, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. These are games I played long past the review process, just because I wanted to. I'm thankful that the year had multiple titles that made me feel this way. That doesn't always happen. And I still found plenty of time to properly crucify Konami's latest insult, Silent Hill F. Boy, that script took forever to get right. I rewrote it and rewrote it again, over and over, because there was just so much to say. I'm super proud of that video. It did well in terms of views and in audience response. And I'm actually proud of it being the only horrifically negative video of the year. For the guy that supposedly hates everything, the year was filled with positivity. Sure, I did a couple of bad review response videos that are a little drama-filled, and there's a video here and there that takes the approach of focusing on a particular criticism, like Ninja Gaiden 4, but that's still a game I enjoyed overall. There was very little rage-filled negativity this year. While that is fun to do from time to time, I don't like being thought of as a negative channel, and this year really got the balance right. As for sponsors, I had a few. You guys will notice that I very rarely do mid-video sponsored ads for products. I don't get those kinds of offers, or when I do, it's for something I think is kind of fishy. I tend to get full video sponsorships, where the whole video talks about a game they want me to promote. And if I like the game, I take it, as long as I can include criticisms the way I would normally. It's been a solid arrangement for 4 years, and this year I got to do sponsored videos for Absalom, Brutal John 2, Total Chaos, and Warden's Will. Paying the bills, promoting some fun games, win-win in my book. This year I finally got to put my feelings about Resident Evil 3's placement in the series into words. I spent about a year on that script, even though it's a short video. I knew I needed to play Code Veronica first, so I did that, and thanks to my buddy Carcinogen, the Resident Evil speedrunner, I was able to sit down with the director of RE3 for an hour interview where I learned all kinds of details about the development. With all that, I was able to make the case for RE3 deserving its name, and I feel more strongly about it than ever. I enjoy making those little side videos about games I love. With Resident Evil, I've talked specifically about Crimson Heads and my childhood experience with RE2's release, and for both RE and Silent Hill, I've talked about the value of their camera presentation. I'm just really liking the free format of this channel. I have no intentions on ever making it a place where I do just one kind of video. I'll review Doom patch notes one week, complain about AI's effect on science fiction the other, and next week I'll review a horror game. It keeps me happy, and I hope you all enjoy it too. The only thing I feel bad that I haven't kept up with is the interview series. I did so many interviews for 4 years, and this year I just didn't talk to anybody. I think maybe I've just already talked to everyone I want to talk to. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's coming next year. I don't know what to be excited about. I don't know what my next video is going to be, aside from the best and worst of 2025 list. It's all a mystery. I'm heavily involved in the creation of a new game, but I don't know if it'll be out next year, so I can't say much about it right now. Honestly, I need December to be a break. I'll take a couple weeks off after this video to just not make anything for YouTube. But in actuality, I'll probably be working on stuff to publish later. I never really take breaks. So yeah, thanks for listening to my wrap-up. I value all of you who have stayed with me through the years and everyone who's new. I hope you're all having a decent holiday season, and I'll see you in the spicy comment sections of the next videos.